In the days following the creature's bloody demise, the village began piecing itself back together. They cleared the nursery floor and filled graves, though many hearts still quietly grieved. New huts rose swiftly as people spoke of the future without fear for the first time in memory. But late one muggy afternoon, a young forager burst through the tree line shrieking in horror. Villagers dropped their tasks as he collapsed, babbling about the swarm of beasts charging directly for them. The creatures were unlike anything ever seen before in those parts, sinewy bodies, fangs and claws gnashing as they tore through the forest bent solely on destruction. The chieftain rapidly issued orders as warriors grabbed spears yet again. The trap system meant for their previous demon would have to suffice against these new monsters. But nothing could prepare the people for the sheer savage brutality that descended as the creatures hit the outer gates. Their numbers seemed endless, lithe hairy bodies slamming against barricades and pouncing upon anyone too slow to run. The village burned and blood spilled once more. Spear thrusts and torch fire and blade slashes meant nothing to the endless horde. By nightfall, only scattered cries remained among the smoldering ruins as the few dazed survivors were ruthlessly hunted through the dark. In the ashy silence come dawn, the chief solemnly dug for any last signs of life. These new beasts had moved with trained precision against them, he realized. As if guided by a merciless intelligence hellbent on exacting revenge. A sharp whimper then sounded from beneath charred boards. The chief dug feverishly, revealing the wide eyes of a small child still miraculously drawing breath. Scooping the small boy into his muscular arms, the chieftain turned to face his equally exhausted people, a dozen left of a formerly thriving community. Behind him, the still shapes of beasts littered the grounds, though it had cost them all. "We must go," the chief declared gravely. "But we will not be driven away. We shall recover our strength, and return, with far greater numbers. On my blood I vow unto you, these beasts shall come to regret what they have done this day." Murmured agreement rippled through the ragtag group as each soul hardened with purpose. They would not let such sacrifice be in vain. Together they turned towards the rising sun, marching forth from the ashes to prepare for a time when balance could be restored.